Hi there, welcome back to another Music Shack session here. And today I'm going to talk about a group called the Baler Strings. Now I'm not sure if you keep up with us on Facebook, but this morning I put a post on about Tom Kennedy, and he was a member of the Baler Strings, and Ira and Sonora, on their way home from Canada, stopped in at his place, spent the night, and I'm so glad that they got to know him a little better, because we had some good times with him back in the day. I'm sure there's some of you that remember the Baler Strings, and maybe that's why you know me, or members of my family. But and if not, I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. Well, I was raised in north central Saskatchewan, and a neighbor of mine was named Gord Vodland. Now, I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with the famous now Jake Vodland and the Sturgeon River Boys, but that would be Jake's dad. Well, him and I, we used to play music, just around. We'd get together. We were neighbors, so we would play music. We'd sometimes write songs and made a little cassette, the little rectangular things. We made a cassette together. Anyways, we played a lot of music together. When I got out of school, we just when I got out of school, there was a contest on, and hopefully I get all the details right. But anyways, it was a Diet Pepsi contest, and I'm not sure if you remember the commercials where it says, "You got the right one, baby." Well, the contest was to write and perform a song that had that in it. Well, since I played banjo and he sang and played guitar, we kind of did bluegrass type music. We thought, well, we'll write a bluegrass flavored commercial for it. Well, with the help of my sister's husband, Brad Wensley, and another friend, Darren Olson, we recorded this and sent it away. It was a national contest, and sure enough, if we didn't win, well, that was just the be-all, end-all of all things, and it was the start of us deciding that, well, maybe we can do this music a little more. So just to move things along, we thought, well, we need someone else in the band. Gordon and I had been performing a little bit on our own, but it'd be nice to have someone with a songbook, and Ken Olson fit that category. And we need someone else to sing and to play mandolin and do other things like that. So we got my dad involved. So the four of us, myself, Gord, Dad, and Ken Olson, decided that we would start performing together, start playing. We would play in nursing homes and church functions and community functions and things like that. And we weren't sure what to call ourselves, so we were practicing one morning or one day in the basement of our house. And my mom came down and we were wondering, what should we be called? Anyways, it ended up that she said, well, you should be called the Park Valley Strings. And I think it was probably Gord who said, well, it's more like the Baler Strings. Well, that stuck. So anyways, after that, we did start getting dates here and there to play, bluegrass festivals and things like that throughout I should mention, this was like in 1991 and 1992. And so we made our first cassette. Brad recorded it at his office in Edmonton, where he was at the time. And it was a little green cassette called On the Rock, the Baler Strings. And that was the start of it all. We started going to bluegrass festivals. At one point, we decided that we would like a bass player. And so we had a few different bass players come and go. But at one point, Tom Kennedy was introduced to us. And we met him for the first time at a gig we had in Waskesiu, Saskatchewan, for an event, and he came and he played with us first time, and it probably felt a little bit like he was being thrown in the fire, but he did wonderfully, and he was such a great guy that we thought, yeah, we could do this. And ever since then, he's been such a good friend and music comrade, both with Baler Strings and in another band I was in with Gord Vodland and his wife Sheila, called Upstream. Well, I was going to sing what I would consider a memorable song for the Baler Strings, And the one I thought of was one that Dad sang, and we've put on one of our gospel albums, and it's called Who at My Door is Standing. Who at my door is standing, patiently drawing near, entrance within demanding, whose is the voice I hear? Sweetly the tones are falling, open the door for me. If thou wilt heed my calling, I will abide with thee. Lonely without he's staying, lonely within am I. While I am still delaying, will he not pass me by? Sweetly the tones are falling, open the door for me. If thou wilt heed my calling, I will abide with thee. Door of my heart I hasten, thee will I open wide. Though he rebuke and chasten, he shall with me abide. Sweetly the tones are falling, open the door for me. If thou wilt heed my calling, I will abide with thee. If thou wilt heed my calling, I will abide with thee. Hope you enjoyed that old song that the Baler Strings used to perform a lot. Also, if I can figure it out, I'm going to put some pictures up for you to see instead of me the whole time. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time, whenever that will be.
Stage 6. Yeah, it's Pepsi, it don't taste so right. You got the right one, baby. That's what we're gonna be drinking tonight. You got the right one, baby. Tear it up, son.